Kyle, it had to happen sometime, a loss, but against our dearest and dearest rivals. What are your immediate thoughts after such a close defeat?
Pretty disappointed. Obviously, yeah, I thought, you know, the lads, you know, put their hand up and, you know, they had it, they gave a good dig. They come up against a good team, you know. But I thought there was opportunities there for us to win the game. And also, you know, the couple of uncharacteristic errors we made that you know, so we don't normally do. So bit disappointed, but if I'm being brutally honest, I don't think we deserve to win that.
Do you think there's some regret that in the first half we built a lead of 8 points to nil? Do you think some regret that we didn't build on that and put even more of a score before Bradford got their score just before the half-time break?
Not necessarily. I think eight's a decent lead against a team of that quality. What is disappointing is the manner we conceded the try, really, just before half-time. And look, you've got to adapt and you've got to bounce back from them things and find a way, and I think we did. But yeah, like we said, we got the lads in at half-time. You know, we got some key messages across. And like I said, the lads went out there, put their hand up, did some good stuff. You know, stayed in the game in big moments when they was under pressure. And I think that's probably a pleasing thing. They was under pressure quite a bit in the second half and kept turning up. And just need to polish one or two areas to execute, really.
I was about to say, you learn a lot from victory, but also learn a lot from defeat as well. Is that something that you have learned from today's performance? That who kind of has stood up in terms of performance and stuff?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. In a game like that, it's quite clear to see, you know whose mentality can rise to them sort of occasions and who can, you know, digest and carry out information. And like I said, that's what I need. I need to see who's who and who can, you know, take this in the direction we need to go. And like I said, 1 to 17, the lads go out there and they give it everything, not only in games but in training as well. So I'm always proud of what they do. Like I said, there's a few areas that clearly need to get better.
It's a real blood and thunder derby game, very physical at times. We saw Ben Crooks come off the field towards the end. First of all, how's he doing? Who's the casualties from today?
In terms of Crooks, he didn't look great, did he, when he come off? Obviously, it's a bit too early at the moment to know exactly how bad his leg may be, but I'm sure the guys will get that organised over the next day or so, and we'll know. But he didn't look great, so we need to keep an eye on that.
Named Brad Graham on the bench as well. He didn't go onto the field. What was your thought process on that? Was it just not needed, or
didn't need to put him on? In terms of the way the game was panning out. It's not something that we needed to do. At the end of the day, we've had to adapt quite a lot, which isn't an excuse at all. We didn't deserve to win, but the way we needed to adapt, it just didn't play out that way. And listen, he's been great for us, by the way. So that's not a problem.
What were your thoughts on Tom Whitehead today? I thought he had a really good dig off the bench, and that's something we can look forward to in the future.
Absolutely, he's a good player, and he's a good young player, up and coming. Got a lot to offer, and like I said, to come in last night and just get out there and low maintenance, get on with his game. You know, I thought his defence at times, you know, in the collision was good, and there'll be plenty more to come from Tom. We
play London next week at home. It's always important to bounce back from a defeat with a victory. How important is that game, but also how important is it to get Ronan Dixon and Jack Hansen back, who weren't available today?
Not necessarily. Good players who've done great for us, but I mean, that's not why we lost the game. Like I said, we had plenty of opportunities to execute and score and take points, so I don't really see that as being, you know, a key factor in why we lost the game. The key thing is we digest information and we execute it, and that's what we'll do.
And finally, 4,800 on the ground today. Bradford did bring a lot over, but definitely a vast majority was Halifax fans. What's your message to them to make them come back after today's defeat for the London game and beyond?
Yeah, absolutely, I'm sure they will, won't they? They're a great set of fans, and they all support as well. Yeah, look, we'll be ready to go again next week. There's no There's no dragging your feet around here. Look, we've turned up, not quite executed what we should have, and you've been beaten. So, and rightly so. So, listen, we'll be ready to go next week. We'll be in there Tuesday, we'll be in there whatever Thursday, Saturday, and we'll make sure we're ready to go next week. And look forward to getting back out on the field and hopefully getting a win.